Alright, I got the Cooler Master Vortex Plus installed on the Dell 5680 gaming desktop. I got some little screws, and you'll see those pictures here. I got two different lengths. I didn't know what length to get, so found the size and everything, and you'll see the picture. Get the long ones, they work. And you know, when I was going down the store, I was thinking, I remember looking on or seeing screws for this Vortex Plus. So I went back to the website and was looking on the website pictures, and sure enough, in the picture, you'll see it here, it has 4 little extra screws to mount this thing. So I don't know why this one didn't come with the screws, or if that picture is wrong. So anyway, those are the screws that you need to get, and so I had it mounted, and you'll see that how it covers the memory slots. And I originally mounted it where it's flipped around, so this is flipped like that, where the heat pipes are on this side by the memory, because I didn't want it covering the memory in case I had to take the memory out or something. But it gets too close to this fan. It almost hits this wire over here, and I was thinking maybe it might be this fan, exhaust fan, suffocating it or something. So I just went ahead and turned it around that way. And when you're mounting it, that little bar that goes in between it, you'll notice a tab or cutout. You'll see that picture here where the screwdriver has to go, so you have to make sure that on the cooler itself that's lined up with the screw hole. And other than that, it mounted really tight, a lot tighter than the Arctic Freeze mounted. I mean, when you get this thing mounted, it's tight. You do have to take the light bar out so you can get to that screw right there. And that's just one little screw over here, and then it flops out. So other than that, I did some tests before I put this in, and the stock Intel cooler, on that last video I did, 6-minute video, it ran up to 75 Celsius. And you see how the chart just keeps on climbing. It just never stops, and I've seen it go to 83. It just keeps on climbing and climbing and climbing and never cools off. It just keeps on climbing and climbing, and on a longer video it'll just keep on going up and up and up. And so you see this one now, it got up to 67, and actually it was a little bit hotter in this room in a hotter day. And it leveled off at 67 and actually started cooling off and came down. You know, you can see how it curves and it started cooling down. So this one's doing a lot better than the stock one. Seems like that stock one just never, it just keeps on climbing. It just, the heat can't get out of it or something. I don't know what the deal is. So other than that, it works real good. It went in real good. It fits good. And I would just put it this way here, even though it covers the memory. Just because you don't want it close to that exhaust fan. It seemed like when I had it like that and I ran it, it might have been suffocating that fan, because it's trying to suck air out, and it's not getting you know, enough spacing in between those two fans. Because when you flip it, because it's off, the thing is off center, so when you flip it, that fan gets real close to that side. So I just this is the way I originally had it. And then after I ran it, I thought, no, I'm going to flip it around and see if it works better. And this way it works better, even though it's covering the memory. So other than that, works real good. No problem so far. Runs cooler, and it's quiet. Listen to it. Just about as quiet as the stock Intel cooler. And it looks real good. It's all in there, looks good. And you see how the heat pipes, you know, I thought they might getting a little close to the motherboard, but they're not bad. So not a bad deal. So that was the Cooler Master Vortex Plus installed on the Dell 5680 gaming desktop, and it so far it has made a difference on getting this thing to temperature. And that was that test was with the case on, and doing that same video, the same rendering settings, and actually it was a little bit hotter in this room. So I think it's going to work out great, because sometimes on a hotter day, you notice that the temperature up in the corner there was 80 something, 83 at one day and 80 in one day, and on a hotter day that thing will just climb. That stock Intel cooler, it'll just climb and climb and climb. It just gets so hot. That's why I wanted to get another cooler. So this one seems like it's working pretty good, and it fits in the Inspiron gaming desktop pretty good. So I guess we'll wrap this up here. That was the Vortex cooler installed. Alright, I'm out.